name is Angela Pajarito. Today I'm going to present the project Make Music Be a Scientist, teaching natural science and English through music in 3rd grade at Gimnasio Campestre Meryland. This educational proposal is designed and implemented in 3rd grade at Gimnasio Campestre Meryland, based on learning science as sports and English through music, where students are going to create a music video while learning second language and science in a different way. The objective of the proposal is to build knowledge in living environment, physical environment, science, technology, and society. Students acquire in the creation of a musical video. Because music is a way to communicate and to be in contact with culture, it helps to the students to comprehend better a second language and the way to use the social skills, meanwhile learn science topics. This text is going to be focused in one, which is the teaching of natural science and English through music. Also, going to present some theories that complement the proposal and the way that it could be used as a strategy to teach. The proposal was implemented in the school Gimnasio Campestre Meryland. This is located in Chia, Cundinamarca, in a town close to Bogotá. In the school, the population with the teacher training work, this project was 3rd, 8th grade, with students between 7 and years old that have knowledge about second language and bilingual classes. The purpose that was implemented was the learning through the music. This was developed in Gimnasio Campestre Meryland that consists in teach science through the music, but the most important thing is in this project was language and the use of the different skills according with topics in natural science using the music. The plan for implement the project is divided in 3. First is called pre-production. In this part, the students create a songbook and was learn some songs according with the topics. Teacher intervening role in this part was reinforce the different topics using the lyrics and songs. The second part is the post-production. The students create videos according with the songs to show the learning that they acquired in the pre-production. The teacher helped the students with the tools and the creation of different music videos. The third part is the post-production. The students develop posters and bilingual education students create a website to show the video created by the students. Teachers in training observe in different places of practicum some strategies to teach a bilingual class. In that was identify some schools that just use one language, some cases a foreign language to teach content, but it was not possible to join with the mother tongue or the context. For that reason, in 5th and 6th semester, bilingual education students create and develop a purpose to teach a bilingual class, taking into account the natural science subject and the bilingual approach that is clear. For this project, I create a problem question that is, what is the pedagogical value of the purpose teaching natural science and English through the music? For this project, the main objective is to identify the pedagogical value of the purpose teaching natural science and English through the music, where it is necessary to explore the categories of clear, to classify and analyze the categories that show the pedagogical value, and to describe the pedagogical value in this purpose. According to Marsh, content learning integrate language that refers the situation where subjects are taught through the foreign language with dual focus and means. Learns the learning of content and the simultaneous learning of a foreign language. That is divided in 4 C's. Content, that is the topic to learn. Communication is the learning to learning using the 4 social skills: writing, reading, listening, and speaking. Cognition is the developing of thinking about the skill, and finally the culture, that is exposure, alternatives or perspectives in this perspective. In this project, teachers in training can develop clear using the 4 C's. In each class, in context that is taught in a class is based on natural science. In communication, a way to transmit the information is speaking, to sing the songs according with the topics, writing, to compound the songs, reading, to read lyric songs, and listening to lesson songs. In cognition is taking into account Bloom's taxonomy, where students comprehend the topic, remember things about the topic, apply the knowledge, analyze and visualize the perspective in a specific way. It could be in music, check how they learn a topic and create a product about a topic, join that with the creation of a song or a musical video. And the last is culture. Here the students match the knowledge in science with something related in context, where they can use the topic learned. It could be in a party in the musical context. Also, it's important to watch the point of evaluation. That is not focused just in a summative evaluation. It's important to take into account a formative evaluation that is based on self-evaluation questions asked by the teacher, check the progress in classes, do a feedback about the topics. In this, teacher observe them while work because can see if improve language competencies and oral communicative skills to the learn meaningful to the students. And finally, it's necessary to take into account how teachers could use the music as a strategy to teach. Music is an attractive resource can favor learning because of the importance it has today in our lives, and therefore it is convenient to work it in all its dimensions, since not only be limited to music study in itself, in its approved time about, but it's also appropriate to favor an approach and enjoy the musical process. Any educational theme can relate to music. On the Knowledge of Children course, according with Suzuki, musical ability is not an inborn talent but a skill can be developed. Any child who is properly trained can develop musical abilities just as all children develop the ability to their speak and their mother tongue. It should highlight another method of musical education, the method of Jacques Delors, which he says that the body is the source, the instrument, and the first action of any further knowledge. It is therefore appropriate activities that promote body awareness, muscle contraction, and relaxation. The study of aristenic attitudes, space utilization, memorizing gestures, exercise auditory reaction, the relative sounds, localization, and develop musical qualities. The way to recognize students' achievements using the music as a strategy to learn is action research. That studies carry out the courses of an activity or occupation, typically in the field of the education. To improve the methods and approach of those involved, there is divided in 5 parts. First was design an educational proposal taking into account personal tastes of bilingual education 6-semester students. To organize the ideas, used PBL, project-based learning, where was putting main parts of the proposal based on what the students and the teachers in training are going to develop in the year. The second part is observation. Teachers in training of 6th semester went to the practical places to recognize the context and the population to watch if the proposal was correct to implement in the place or not. Also, spoke with the students at Gimnasio Campestre Meryland. It was agreed with the new way to teach a science topic in a second language. The third part is planning. To plan teachers in training to into account the science topics to each grade based on standards and competencies in natural science created by Ministerio de Educación Nacional, to design a lesson plan in each class. Teachers in training use ESA, modeled by Jeremy Harmer, where it includes some steps to develop the classes such as engage, study, and activate. Action is the next step here. Put in practice the lesson plan according with the proposal and the topic. Here we collect data like field logs, photos, and videos, and the work of the students in class to corroborate what parts works or not. Reflecting is analyzing data. In this step was class to corroborate what parts works or not. use the ethnography of communication by the hand. It is the process related with the language and the use of the use that through music, through communicative events and factors with theoretical composition oriented and to comprehend data of the context related with language to see the description in organization of the linguistic means. Also, is use a method to collect data is called speaking. Hines developed a valuable model to help to the identification and labeling of components of linguistic interaction that was impulsed by his view that in order to speak a language correctly, one needs to not only to learn its vocabulary and grammar, but also the context in which words are used. Then, to analyze data is used tick description. Clifford Gertz explained a tick description of human behavior is one that explains not only the behavior but also the context, so that the behavior becomes meaningful to some outside it. To collect data was used instruments to identify the progress in the students' learning as the field logs that here was composed to describe the development of the class, the students' behavior in front of knowledge and analyze what to know if the lesson plan works. Another thing was important in this proposal was record some videos because was essential part to know if the students learn topics in each class using the music. The audios were collected to show how the students felt during this semester in the science class. And finally, some products according with the topic thought, for example, guides or drawings. To analyze the information was field logs in that teachers in training could identify two aspects which were described using the speaking model by the Hines and analyzing was used the description by Clifford Gertz. Also, in the field logs, bilingual education students must describe and analyze answering the question according with the semester to give a pedagogical value to each proposal, in this case, teaching natural science and English through music. At Gimnasio Campestre Meryland, teachers in training that developed this proposal could observe some positive aspects such as the knowledge that the students have in a second language and some subjects like natural science, the likes that the students have in front of the music. The group of children are not big and permit to not to a personalized class. In another hand, could see that the school not permit to record the children but taking into account but talking with the teacher and the coordinator was possible to do it because was an important part of this project. In third grade, there is a student that have Asperger's syndrome and in one activity was not possible to do with him because he was very afraid because of the use of some balloons in an activity. The teacher in training knows more about each student that each one could participate in the class and could learn more. Using pedagogical approach is clear, permits to the students to reinforce their use of the second language in different skills according with the natural science topic. They could do some projects where the people can identify that was clear class. During the semester, students of third grade worked on science topics such as materials, the environment, and forest. The first day of class, students created 3 groups. In each group, they create some ideas and named each one. The name of the groups were the Cool Team, the Golden Eagles, and the Chupabombas. In that groups worked during the classes. Also, that day was presented the proposal to the students the idea of the products that was record musical videos. During the classes, the teacher spoke in English to explain the topics and activities used in first class. The students have problems to know about commas in English, but the rest of the class they do not show problems. They ask in the second language and between them spoke in English. The use of the Spanish was limited, and the teacher do not put norms of the use of that. If the students do not understand the topic, the teacher searches for categories to carry the students to find what is topic about. Taking into account the project in each class, the students know a new topic according with that they develop and product. It means a song or a musical video, where show the knowledge that they acquire about the topic in each class. Was important to develop the 4 points that have clear